Wake up the stars tonight. We'll be burning on and on, building a brighter light where no one knows, a place untold. Give me a hand tonight, and everything will be alright. We'll run away into the fields of gold where dreams are grown.
Hello Aquarius, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 26th of June until the 2nd of July 2017. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Ace of Wands. You are feeling incredibly inspired and enthusiastic about pursuing a new ideal project that you have in mind. You are all revved up and raring to go. Use your creative energy and passion to take the first steps and get this project underway. Even if you like to have everything planned out before you begin down a certain path, the Ace of Wands is encouraging you to listen to your instincts and follow your gut. If it feels like a good idea, it probably is. So, start with a few basic actions to get things underway, and then continue to grow and develop your ideas through more complex actions later on. The important thing is that you act now, rather than spending more time planning or researching. The Ace of Wands is also indicative of a time in your life where you have a breakthrough moment and feel very inspired and motivated about a particular idea or passion. Your eyes have been opened to a whole new world and you are now very excited about the possibilities and the opportunities that are available to you. You are showing huge potential at this time and are driven by a strong, creative force. It is as if there is a latent talent within that is just bursting to get out and be fully utilized. This is also a perfect time to draw upon your imagination and to make your dreams reality. You are being offered an opportunity here that shows great promise, but it will be up to you to make the most of it and to maximize the potential for the longer term. It is almost like the spark that is needed to fuel a huge fire, but you must work hard to build the fire up, as the spark itself is not enough to make such a large fire. The energy of the Ace of Wands can also signify restlessness or uncertainty as to how to proceed. You may have energy and passion but not yet have a clear outlet for its expression. All of these wonderful ideas are beginning to build up from within and you are just bursting with energy, but now you must find a way to effectively express this energy in a way that will set you up in the longer term. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Page of Swords. What do you want most right now is the beginning of a new project. You just cannot wait to get started on a new project or an idea, and to share that with others. You start all new projects, ventures and journeys with a huge amount of energy and excitement. The challenge, however, is whether you can keep it up. As with all pages, the beginning always looks promising, but something else is needed in order to maintain the pace. There are always going to be challenges with whatever option you choose, and not everyone is going to be happy with your choices, but when it comes down to it, you need to follow your passions and go where your true energy lies. This page encourages you to move forward and to get the wheels in motion, despite any challenges or setbacks that may potentially stand in the way. This card shows you as a young and idealistic person, with lots of plans and ideas for the future. At this moment, you feel as though you could do almost anything. As a page, you are just beginning to make your way in life, and it is important that you align with others who will not overwhelm you or stifle your direction and ideas. Instead, seek to align yourself with people who will nurture your ideas and will help you to manifest them in an organized manner. Choose a relationship that feels natural, with someone who will learn and grow along with you and give you a chance to develop your own personality and expression. You have an intelligent and sensitive nature, and you may suffer a lot if there is no outlet for your ideas and feelings. The Page of Swords has the ability to find out the truth regarding all matters by asking all the important questions. However, he lacks experience and maturity, so his questioning and probing may become annoying to others as he constantly asks why. Nonetheless, he has both mental and physical agility and is full of anticipation, making him an avid learner and an excellent student. The Page of Swords is also all about communication, information and ideas. This card is an indication that you need to appreciate and communicate ideas, information and theories. These ideas, information and theories may be your own or someone else's. It does not really matter, so long as you are involved in talking, sharing and conversing with others about these ideas. You are always coming up with something new and then finding someone to share it with. You also have a way with words, being a good writer or speaker, and you are passionate about what you are doing. However, be careful that you do not engage in gossip. While this page loves to talk and to be in the know, it is important that you use this talent to benefit others, rather than to create negativity. You may also want to be careful about what you say to whom, as you may be more prone to sharing confidential information about yourself. So, protect your privacy. And you may need to first ground your thoughts, before speaking, in order to ensure that you do not later regret what you have said. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Two of Wands. You may also be afraid to step out into unknown territories, despite the huge growth potential, instead preferring to stay with what is familiar to you. The trouble is your growth is currently being stunted in your present environment and your world has become too small for you. It is time to bring your attention back to your original goal and understand the beneficial impact of taking a risk and stepping out into the bigger world around you. You need to start organizing your long-term goals and prioritizing what is important to you and what you really want to achieve. At the moment, it may seem that you want so many things but you have not thought these through enough to make them a reality. Start at the beginning again and meditate on what is important to you and what motivates and drives you. Look at where your passions are, and then start planning how you will achieve these goals. You have overlooked some important details related to your plan for the future. You may have been moving full steam ahead but have recently hit a roadblock due to lack of planning. You may also be overconfident about your success, overlooking the things that matter most. Or, you may be losing your passion associated with your goal and are becoming easily bored and demotivated. It is essential that you reignite that passion, or start again with something you feel more inspired about. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Nine of Wands. You are so close to completing a particular project or task but at the last minute, you are faced with yet another challenge or setback. Know that you have the inner resources necessary to overcome any difficulty you encounter, even though it may seem impossible at the time. You are so close to finally achieving success. Do not give up now. The Nine of Wands is a sign of hope and encouragement that if you stand firm and strong against your challenges, you will achieve your goal. The challenges before you now are only the last bit of darkness before the break of a wonderful dawn. The Nine of Wands is like the one last test or challenge before you can reach ultimate success. You feel as if you have come to the end of your fighting powers, but you have the skill and determination in reserve. You are in a position of strength, and by drawing upon all of your courage and abilities, you will prevail. Once the last obstacle is overcome, you are home free. The Nine of Wands encourages you to be resilient. You will continue to be opposed by hidden enemies, and your interests will be questioned. Even in the face of such adversity, when you are feeling battled and bruised, you need to be patient and vigilant. Be assured that you will eventually prosper if you maintain your position. And remember, if you do not succeed at first, then try again. You may have experienced setbacks that now leave you feeling distrustful of others or even yourself. The turning point will come when you are able to leave the past behind you and to cultivate a more open mind about the future. While you have experienced losses in the past, it does not mean that you have to experience further losses in the future. Turn a new leaf and push on. Sometimes, the Nine of Wands encourages a risk-averse approach. You need to expect the worst and therefore take extra precautions to avoid any negative consequences to your plans. You need to be on guard and wary of any potential obstacles or opponents who may stand in your way. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. The Eight of Pentacles. Your perfectionism has become a barrier to your success. You will have to let go of the smoothness and predictability of doing what you have mastered, and be willing to make a fool of yourself all over again. You are working very hard on something, but it is not leading to the desired outcome, leading to frustration and disappointment with the lack of success and progress. Sometimes, we can focus in on improving a part of ourselves or trying to fix something, only to find that all that effort is just going on the wrong things. You may be honing in on minute details that are not important to the overall workings of your life. Instead, you need to look at the bigger picture and ask yourself whether this is the right direction for you at this time. How can you bring your attention out of the detail and to the overall picture here? Are you working on the right things, or is there a major part that you are missing? Return to the energy of the Seven of Pentacles and reprioritize and invest in those activities that will lead to the greatest return. The Eight of Pentacles can also indicate a time when you are lacking the ambition, engagement, or dedication to see your work through. You are too wrapped up in everyday concerns and worries to take the time out to gain more long-term security. Instead, most of your energies are wasted pursuing short-term gains and rewards. Continuing to toil at the same work is not going to get you where you want to be. This might be fine for some people, but for you to get anywhere in your current profession, you might actually have to go back and get some additional skills and possibly even take a pay cut while doing so, rather than trying to look for minor improvements in what you are already doing. This card suggests completely thinking out of the box. Look for something unrelated to what you have been doing, for example, starting your own business or entering an entirely new field of work. Look for something new. The time is right for you to change directions. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the King of Cups. You have a very deep understanding of your feelings and emotions, and are able to connect with this when necessary. As you deal with some of the scenarios that life throws at you, draw on this deep emotional maturity to help you navigate these challenges. Also, know that this is an incredible gift you have, and be open to sharing your emotional stability and calm approach with others. If you are facing challenges, then the King of Cups is an indication that you must create balance in the realm of the emotions. The King of Cups represents compassion, one of the most powerful and beautiful qualities of the human spirit. Ask yourself, How can I develop a stronger awareness of the unconscious without being overwhelmed by its power? How can I develop a stronger sense of compassion without falling into the trap of sentimentality? The King of Cups encourages you to be considerate in your dealings with others and as you counsel others. You may need to understand why strong feelings have surfaced and how to best cope with them. It is important that you do not repress emotions but instead explore them with an open heart and an open mind. Sometimes, the King of Cups can represent an older male who may appear in your life. This card represents a man of business, law or divinity, who is kind, considerate and willing to take responsibility for his actions. He is paternalistic but in a sensitive, generous manner, and he enjoys the quiet power associated with providing loving energy to others. He is able to listen mindfully to others and he responds calmly in a crisis. He uses diplomacy rather than force, and reached out to help, not to stifle or have it only his way. Similarly, the King of Cups shows you generosity, graciousness, love, calmness, caring and will give you his healing ways. He has power in the business world and loves law and order. You would love him to be your doctor. If there were a crisis at hand, this is someone you would hope to have near. The King of Cups is highly diplomatic and politically correct. He has a real talent at being able to balance the needs of many people and keeps everyone working together harmoniously and productively. He knows how to show care and sensitivity as he leads others towards a common goal. He responds carefully to others' emotional needs and can diffuse a tense situation by reading and responding to the different people involved. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Bountiful Nature. This card is coming to you to remind you of the importance of spending time in nature. We are natural beings, and we instinctively change in accordance with the rhythms of our environment. When we spend time in nature, we recharge our physical bodies and reconnect with all the other creatures we share this planet with. This connection with nature helps calm our often frazzled minds so we are able to focus more clearly on the abundance we are bringing into our lives. Try having a picnic on a sunny day. See how the simple act of eating out of doors makes you feel like a part of the natural world. So much of modern life revolves around screens and machines to the point that we tend to lose our connections with other people and nature. By spending more time outside, we come into contact with our neighbors, as well as grow more aware of our surroundings. Notice if you start to feel more centered and grounded when you spend more time in nature. See if your priorities shift. You may even find yourself cleaning up after others and collecting litter, as people who are particularly connected with nature often do. Nature has invaluable lessons to teach about abundance. When you are outside, notice how incredibly varied the world is, with a profusion of life and natural splendor that defies categorization. Observe how the animals you see scurrying about are abundantly provided for by God, and know that you too are abundantly provided for.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.